Greetings, fellow wargamers. This is Johannes from Dust War Journals, bringing you another Dust 1947 unboxing. This time we are looking at Magda and the Pink Flamingo for the Mercenaries. So let's start by getting this box opened. Ooh. And what do we find here? We find baggies with weapons, we find baggies with Walker, we find baggie with hero, and we find unit cards. Let's take a look at these. Well, first off, we got Magda herself. 7 points and some special skills. She is of course mercenary, and she has two very unique skills. Nobody else has these at the moment. She has Burn It, which means that when she pilots the Pink Flamingo gets 1 extra range on all flame weapons if it doesn't move during the activation. And she gets Defensive Pilot, which means she may mount a vehicle, so she can pilot anything, using their skills while in the vehicle. If the vehicle moves during the turn, it gains a cover save until its next activation. So to be clear, Burn It can only be used when she pilots the Pink Flamingo, but Defensive Pilot to gain a cover save when she moves can be used when she pilots any vehicle. That could be some interesting shenanigans going on there, depending on what you decide to pilot with Magda. Especially since every block is able to take mercenaries. So let's take a look at the other side of the card. She has a move 3, march move 4, and of course soldier 1, as all of the lady mercenaries are. And 4 health points. And her only armaments are a single machine gun, but that's nothing to sneeze at with 6 range and 9 dice for soldier 1. And you can even hit and potentially just get some under fire tokens or something on a chopper or an airplane. So let's take a look at the Pink Flamingo card. This is 11 points. It has pilot Magda. So Magda is the only hero that can pilot the Pink Flamingo, although it can be fielded without a hero pilot. And the Pink Flamingo is unique, so only one may be fielded. So that could be just to avoid other shenanigans. There's no other pilots you can fit in here. No Greganisi, no nothing like that. And of course it has the flame rule for its flame weapons and the mercenary skill. So let's look at the other side. Move 2, march move 4, and vehicle level 3, and it has 5 health points. And it has a dual heavy flamethrower, and it has a standard flamethrower. All of its weapons are front, and it also has the machine gun wielded by Magda herself up there. So the flamethrowers have very similar stat lines. The heavy flamethrower has slightly more heft to it, it does more damage, and it has double blast on everything. So potentially you can do 8 damage to a vehicle 7 with this Walker. That's insane for something for just 11 points. And of course the range 2 means that you can hit very far, and of course if you have Magda and you find yourself in a good position to attack without moving, then suddenly you have range 3. And because of the way that the flame rule works, then you can of course potentially hit 3 different units with this Flame Walker. So this is just an incredible machine. I'm looking very much forward to seeing it out in the open. I have a lot of people who have put this in their collection. I can understand why, because this is really, really cool. So let's take a look at the actual model itself. Here we have the main body of the Pink Flamingo, and as you could perhaps tell from the box, this is the premium version. So quite an interesting paint job with the orange and the pink here. And of course a little red heart and crossbones. That's a nice little detail. Quite detailed little interior there for the cockpit as well. And as usual for dust units and dust models, the premium models, very nice weathering. So let's put that over there and take a look at the weapons. And the weapons are of course flamethrowers. There we have the underslung flamethrower right there. And there's the flamethrower arms also with the same hardened crossbones pattern there. Oh yeah, that's some really nice weathering on that flamethrower. Those kind of heat distortions there. Yeah, this is cool. And finally, let's take a look at Magda herself. So you actually get two models of Magda with this. You get the pilot one that's going to be inside of the walker when you're filling it with her. And you get the hero version. This is a really, really cool model. I really like this. This is a badass model. And there you have it, a really cool and unique model for the game. I'm predicting that we will see a lot of this on battlefields all over the world pretty soon, because it's an awesome, awesome machine. Maybe a bit expensive, just take it in everything, but it's definitely something that's worth trying out. And this, as with most Dust units, it comes in both the premium, which you can see here, it comes as a model kit version, and it comes as a pre-primed model. And that's it for this unboxing. If you want more content like this, then please check out dustwarjournals.com, where we can find more videos and news and a monthly podcast about Dust 1947. And of course, subscribe to this YouTube channel, where you will find much more like this. Please leave a like or a comment as well if you want to. But until next time, Johannes out.